Yeah, so hi everyone, salut à tous, this is DJ Chez. So welcome to my show, letourdumetal. Today I am with
Warbringer, John Kevill from Warbringer.
Okay, yeah, so it's a great pleasure to meet you and to see you on stage today with Warbringer to crash the scene, Chez Paulette in Nancy, France. And by the way, what do you think about this famous place, Chez Paulette?
Well, it's really cool. It's an old venue. The stage looks great. It seems to sound good in there. I mean, Sepultura sound checking. We haven't gotten started on that yet, but it looks good. Backstage is nice, and there's some good French food as well. So we like that too. Yeah, but and the village Pagny is beautiful. I mean, just looking out, all the stuff you guys can't see on the camera, it's gorgeous here. You should be here.
Okay, yeah. So as I say, it's a great honor to have you for this interview. So for your last release, who is the name? Woe to the vanquished,
woe to the vanquished.
Woe to the vanquished.
Woe to the vanquished.
Out of the vanquished. Okay, yes.
Woe to the vanquished.
Yes, like that. Yes, it was out on 2017. So what are your feelings about this album now?
Well,
for Warbringer.
To me, this is the best Warbringer album, and it's the one that I felt like when I started the band I always wanted to make. But it takes, when you start a band when you're 19 or something, you're not going to be able to go and make the greatest record you think you can. So for me, I'm so proud of this record. I think it's a good combination of being having expansive song, good songwriting, great musicianship, some unexpected stuff like the 11-minute song at the end with some real growth and development. But also, I think it's the most vicious album we ever did. It's just completely lethal. And I haven't heard another thrash record that came out that year that would win in a fight in a cage with Woe to the Vanquished. That's my opinion.
Okay.
I haven't heard any of them by any band of any era. And this is... Normally, I'm not like this where I'm just like, oh, we're so... But I'm just really, really proud of this record. I really got to put myself into it. And now we have to figure out how to follow it. It's my problem. But we're working on it.
Okay, yeah, so about your music video, you see it's a vicious album. So explain me this music video, Remain Violent, is an awesome music video, and is it all the atmosphere of your record? Vanquish.
Woe to the vanquished.
To the vanquished.
Yeah, it's like...
it's hard to say.
The title, woe, like misery and woe, to the vanquished. So it's like to the defeated, nothing but misery. Like, it comes from ancient Rome, and actually the Gauls, the early French, are involved in that story, but we have no time for that. Anyway.
Yes, so for your music video...
Remain Violent, we did 2 videos for Woe to the Vanquished, and... Silhouettes, which is about kind of atomic terror. Nobody talks about this anymore since the Cold War ended, but the weapons never went away. So it's kind of that video is just reminding anyone, hey, if our governments that run the world right now, if they can't resolve some disagreement, we could all die, and that's real. That's not false at all. So that's what Silhouettes is about, and the video's black and white because at Hiroshima, when the bombs went off there, and Nagasaki, if you were standing in front of, say, that brick wall, right, and the blast wave went over you, your shadow would be burned into it. So the idea that I had is, like, what if their souls are, like, trapped there, and they look back and they go to the rest of humanity and they go, like, what have you done? Evil stuff. But it's not false, not made up. Evil, but real. And that's kind of the thing that our band's trying to do is we talk about evil, but it's not some like cartoon or comic book or something. What is a you hear like death metal lyrics and stuff about gore and blood, but what does a serial killer like Jeffrey Dahmer have on like Joseph Stalin, or something like nothing, just what? Just by like this, So they're talking about a guy from a movie. I'll talk about the dudes who like send armies to go trample nations and all that, because that to me is like the greatest and scariest evil. Remain Violent is a different thing. It's about police brutality, and the chorus of the right to remain violent thing is just be pissed off about it. Don't take it lying down, you know? And so the video is pretty much just a bunch of riot footage and violence and when the band's performing in the middle of a mosh pit. So that's it's a pretty straightforward one, and that was our like straightforward hook song on the record. But I think it came out pretty good, and I think it's a really catchy riff. So yeah.
Okay, yeah, great. And so you support Sepultura for Vanquishing Europe 28 tour, and the first gig was yesterday. Explain how is the beginning of this tour, the atmosphere, all the organizations. Sorry, every anecdote you can see at the beginning of this tour.
Well, we are really at the beginning. Yesterday we played with Hyrax. Not every date is with Sepultura that we're doing because we have some festivals and stuff. But maybe we have many shows with them, and then some headlining, some festivals, some with other bands. So it's kind of for us, it's kind of a composite tour of many things. But this is our first show with Sepultura, and we've played with them before in the past, both in the United States and in Europe. So we're looking forward to playing with it again. The early Sepultura albums are big influences on me because I like that shit. And so it's cool for me to play with them, and the show's sold out, so it's going to be really awesome. We're very excited for this show here, and we're going to try to turn the floor into a blender. You know, just ruin people's day.
Yeah. Cool, yeah. So, Warbringer has been active for more than 10 years now?
Yeah, about 10 years now.
So you are one of the great thrash metal band, we can say that. And now I did also for the interview Chez, okay? Great guys from Barcelona.
Yeah, from Spain.
And there we saw also Angelus Apatrida, great bands also. Okay?
Yeah, those two are the best I know of from Spanish thrash of today. Both great bands.
And Exodus, of course, the legend.
Yeah.
You can say that. And also now I have Steve Zetro Souza for the interview, and it was there. And I had a blast with this band, so sure we have a blast today with Crush the Scene.
We never played with Kevill, but we saw Exodus pretty recently in Japan this year. We played in Japan with them at Thrash Domination, and Zetro's a funny guy. He cracks me up. It was cool too. That band, I have to, we have a special place in our hearts for Exodus, not just for being a great thrash band they are, but also for being really cool to us, specifically when we were starting out. Gary Holt produces our second record, Waking into Nightmares, in 2009, and when we were doing that record, Tom Hunting just drove down. He wasn't working on the record or anything, but he just came. Gary just called him. I was like, "Hey Tom, you want to come down and check it out?" So he came down and helped us set up. Helped us with the drum setup and stuff. And Steve Zetro Souza came down and to hang out and listen to it when we were halfway done and just have a beer in the studio. Really cool guys, honestly. Very down to earth. And I think staying humble and down to earth keeps you sharp.
Yes. And as say Steve Zetro Souza, he said metal is a big family. You are all passionate for this, for the metal scene. It's your opinion? What do you think?
I would agree with.
We are a huge family. So you, me, all the fans, all the bands.
Yeah, there is
a
real sense of community to it, because it's such a thing that most people don't really understand. So I think because every person who's into metal has experienced someone else being that noisy crap, without even knowing a damn thing about the music. They just judge it before they know it. And I think that kind of the fact that it's so little understood by most people kind of creates a bond among people. And also because metal's always been underground music, and it only survives because people really want it to happen. And for that to happen, people have to work together. So I think not every band acts like family. I won't name names, but most of that's our attitude. That's the attitude of pretty much everyone respectable, as far as I think.
Yes, of course. Okay, so by the way, what do you think about the actual metal scene, and what is your first band you are listening to?
When I was growing up?
Metal? No.
Now?
Yeah, why you love metal, your first band?
My favorite band?
Yeah.
My official answer for favorite band is Bathory, specifically like the Hammerheart, Twilight of the Gods, Nordland era, because it just reminds me of giant towering mountains, and I love that. But I have many favorites. That's my official answer. But if I'm not in the mountains, I might feel less that way, you know. And let's see, what have I been listening to a lot lately? My wife and I really love that Winter Sun album that came out last year, The Forest Seasons. It has like 12-minute songs with like 4 or 5 movements. I love really intricate, ambitious music like that. What else have I been listening to a lot? Ex Mortis. I have to give a shout out to Ex Mortis, who is a really great band from Los Angeles that's been playing about as long as Warbringer, and our guitarist Chase Becker is now playing with them, and Carlos helped them do the drums, so we've kind of meshed, but it's totally different from Warbringer. It's very neoclassical. So that's a great band that's active today. As far as you said your first album, when I started on metal, it was just,
you say
Black Sabbath when I was like 15. When I was 15, I started at the beginning, so I feel that's a good way to do it.
Okay, yeah. So for me, the first band I listened to, it was Sepultura.
Oh yeah,
the album. Yes.
So you're excited for today, yeah?
Yes, I thought a lot. And I say it's this music I want to listen, and it's cool to have a lot of bands like you, Warbringer, Crysis, and Sepultura, to have this great thrash metal scene, and we want it. Okay, yes, it's awesome.
Yeah, for me, thrash metal or any style is not a time period; it's a feeling, and that feeling can go for all of time. And there's no reason any style that was good in the first place needs to go away and disappear. You can, if an idea is a good idea, you can do it. And for us, it's not about repeating. We want to keep some of that feeling, the stuff that makes you want to go. You know, we want that, but we want to do it our own way, our own sound. And so it's a challenge, certainly, to take it exists style and to develop a new style within it. But that's pretty much what Warbringer's mission is. How well we do is up to the listener. But I think it's really great. And man, all the classic Sepultura stuff, I'm a big fan of that. And I remember I used to go to the gym. It's great music if you need to like work out because you just go like, you know, like, it's so barbaric and rhythmic. The Sepultura is one of the most like rhythm-oriented bands I've ever heard. So that's something I think kind of unique to them. Yeah,
of course. Yeah, so you will go very soon at the Motoculture. So it's a great festival in France, and sure Sepultura will be there also.
Of course.
So I wish you the best for this festival, because there are 2 huge festivals in France. So the Hellfest, of course, and the Motoculture. So
cool.
I wish you all the best. You will see the French atmosphere. So you will see there. You will see so at the Motoculture, and you will see you want to crush it to have a fucking blast with all the fans in metal. Okay,
absolutely, yes. See, the great thing about the festivals is there's a lot of people in front of you which you can get to go and destroy each other, and that's the goal.
Is good.
Yes,
it's cool because it's near of. As this in French, Bretagne, okay, and always there, the weather is not good. But when there are great bands, always the sun, okay.
Nice,
so nice.
I always hope for sunshine. I never like it when it rains. We've done some festivals where it's the sky opens up on us and stuff, but I hope for clear skies and plenty of people that are come ready to thrash.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So finally, by the way. I say to you, this great festival in France, the atmosphere in France. You will see the atmosphere there, Chez Paulette in Nancy, France. So can you say a word in French for our French listener there?
What do you want me to say?
A word in French.
A word in French, yes, of course. If I screw it up, I'm sorry. I find French difficult, but yes, but it's a very beautiful language. I'm just terrible at speaking it, and I read a bunch of stuff about France, and so I see many French words, and I still just have such a hard time saying them. And I don't have this problem with, say, German, because all you just gotta like make bashing sounds, you know.
You can say in German.
No, I'll say it in French. No, I'll try. We're in France, goddammit. I wouldn't speak German in France.
Speak French.
Come on. Nah, I know better than that. But I just am saying, it's always. I can do a bit of Spanish. I can do a bit of. I have such a hard time with your language, and so it's interesting to me because I can't do it. So it makes it like this thing that
it's a very difficult language, French.
Well, it seems like unless you were born with it, and even then, like people, I hear that foreign speakers often get little things wrong, and the French are like, you know. Anyway, what would you like me to say, sir?
Something in French, if you want to say for our French listener.
You might have to tell me what I'm saying.
Merci beaucoup.
Oh, I know that.
No.
Oh, I thought you wanted me to say something like,
merci.
Merci.
Yes, merci.
Merci beaucoup. Well, but what can I add a couple words to it? Give me like another one. Merci
beaucoup à vous.
À vous?
Ouais, merci beaucoup à vous.
And that's thank you very much to all you.
Et venez sur scène ce soir.
Okay.
Oh, it's hard.
What? So what's that? So merci beaucoup à vous. So that's thank you very much to you, right?
Et venez nous voir ce soir. Et venez nous voir ce soir.
Et venez
nous voir ce soir.
Et venez, is that correct?
Yes.
Et venez? What's that mean?
Come there.
Come there.
Come there to see us tonight.
Okay, sure.
No problem.
Well, yeah, I'll just say like thank you very much to you.
Okay. So anything else you want
and I'll
to
say here, merci beaucoup.
Yes.
Okay. Merci beaucoup à vous. Come see us tonight.
Yes, it's great.
Yeah.
So anything else you want to share with us? So you can do in English, no problem. Speak to the fan. It's your promo time. No.
Okay.
Why we have to listen Warbringer? Okay. Yes.
Why you should listen to Warbringer? Because it'll blow your fucking head off. That's as simple as that. We love playing in France. We love this place, and we look forward to playing some serious goddamn thrash metal for you. Take care.
Okay, thank you. So,
yeah, you can edit that bit where we're like talking about, how do we say what? Yeah, edit that. I don't want to all that on camera.
Okay,
thank you. Yeah, that was fun. Cheers.
Thank you for the interview.
Yeah,
Thanks
I'll
for
show you
behind the camera.
If you want, is this still running?
Yeah.
I can. So you showed me something in France.
Yeah.
In French, let me show you something California.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you know how to do a California high five greeting?
No.
Check it out. So just,
yes. Okay.
Well, no, you follow through and
okay.
High five.
Yeah.
You guys ever do that one?
I tried.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, that's a good touch. Yeah, nice.
Okay.
Cool.
So